Hi, this is Isaac Mensa. I welcome you once again to my channel. Today we are going to have a look at issues concerning relationship, and the topic for discussion today is it wrong to have a crush, or what we call infatuation? So without wasting my time, I want us to look at what infatuation is. So infatuation, according to the dictionary, is defined as a short-lived passion or admiration for someone or something. That is basically what we call a crush. A crush. Have you heard people saying, "Oh, I'm crushing on this girl, I'm crushing on this guy"? This is what I'm trying to say. That is what we're going to have a look at. The truth of the matter is that crush is real. It's real. I mean, it's real. It's not like it's very okay to have a crush. It's very, very okay. It's natural. It's a natural phenomenon. It's a natural feeling. And the truth is that you can have a crush on about 50 people at the same time. You can feel the same way for about 50 people, even before you die. Crush is a normal thing. And mostly, one funny thing is that the often times that we experience this crush is when we are in a relationship. Yes. When you are in a relationship and you are finding someone else very attractive. It's an entirely normal phenomenon that many people experience whilst in a relationship, especially when you are in a long-term relationship. And it's very much okay to crush on someone, especially that co-worker, that little tiny girl at your workplace and in your class, wherever you find yourself. It's very much okay to have that kind of crushes, or someone at your gym place that you're meeting day in and day out. It's very okay to have a crush. Now the good news is that don't worry when you're having crushes on someone. It doesn't make you a bad partner. Either doesn't mean that your relationship is on bad rocks. According to a great psychologist by the name Samantha Rodman, she's a psychologist and a dating coach. She made a very profound statement, and crushes makes people feel attractive and alive. And people often get them when they are in a very committed relationships, and when they are very committed to their partners. But the truth is that the relationship is no longer in that swooning honeymoon stage or the honeymoon phase. That I remember when we were learning this in the counseling school, we learned about these stages of relationship, and because of time I might not talk about it. The 6 steps in a relationship: we have the dating, the honeymoon stage, and the power struggle stage, stability, commitment, and finally the bliss stage. So we'll have a look at that one later on in some of my videos. Now, as a believer, I'm talking about believers over here. As a believer, how do you handle or control your crush, or how do you handle your crush? Now, it's very okay to have a crush, but how you control the crush is what really matters. Do you get obsessed over it, or do you just admire it and just carry on with your life, or you get so much obsessed about this crush? Yeah, so it's a choice to flirt. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice to flirt. It's your choice to daydream or fantasize about such a person that you're crushing on, or choose to have more contact with them. Horace once said, an initial attraction may be unavoidable, but nurturing that attraction through thoughts and action is on you. Most girls allow guys to just fuck them up just because they heard that this guy said I'm his crush. Guys too, most guys say fool. Take a girl no crush on so another. If you're a believer, don't take advantage of that. Those things are temporary feelings. Just know how you handle it. So one of the most tragic examples of infatuation in the scriptures is found in 2 Samuel chapter 13. Yes, I think it's verse 1 to 6 down. And that example of infatuation happened in King David's family, when David's son Absalom became so obsessed with his half sister Tamar. The Bible says that he made himself sick with a desire for her. And the Bible recounted that Amnon lured Tamar into his bedroom with lies. And when Tamar arrived, thinking that she was going to take care of her brother, she was lured and she was raped. And the next verse shows exactly what's the difference between love and infatuation. The Bible says that, and Amnon hated her with passion. In fact, intense hatred. That's what the Bible puts it. Intense hatred. In fact, Amnon hated Tamar even more than he loved her. But that is not how love behaves. The truth is that Amnon never loved Tamar. His drive was rooted in infatuation and fueled with sexual lust. The truth is that if you find out that you are only attracted to the person's exterior beauty, you need to just pause and look at it with a second thought. Or if you just find out that the person is just being friendly to you, so you think that is all, that's not actually enough to carry on or to go on with the relationship. And also, if you find out that your thoughts of them is only fueled by sexual fantasies and sexual thoughts alone, it's likely you're only having a temporary physical attraction coupled with lustful thoughts. This kind of infatuation is very dangerous and shouldn't be entertained as a believer. Crashes comes and go, but love never fails. Love never fails. Be very careful of how you deal with crashes, because it can crash your relationship.